Hey there, Horne-Ellstrom here. I am so excited that you decided to join us in the Women Business Owners Supersize Your Business or Supersize Business Summit. It's a free summit between now and for the next couple of days. And I want you to know how this came about being and why it's so important and so exciting that you're here. So many women business owners struggle on our own. We try to figure everything out ourselves. We don't ask for help. We do all kinds of things that our male counterparts don't do. And that is part of the reason for this particular summit for women, all about customers. And I want to quickly talk about the top 3 reasons we struggle with getting customers for our business, interacting with customers, building relationships, selling to them, and all of the other things that are related to customers that you may or may not personally have a challenge with, but some other woman probably does. Well, what are those big 3? Well, for me, and I'll admit that I fell prey to these 2, was that the fear that there weren't enough customers to go around, that there just weren't enough customers out there for my particular business. The second thing that kind of stopped me in my tracks was not knowing whether I could actually handle all the aspects of customer interactions, the customer experience, customer relationships, finding customers, attracting them, serving them on the highest possible level so that they would want to come back to me for more. And thirdly, my biggest consideration and thoughts and feelings and doubts and fears around having my own business were about the competition, that there was just so much competition in my industry, and how on earth was I ever going to compete with that? Well, this amazing Women's Summit answers all of these questions, talks about those particular thoughts, worries, doubts, and fears that I had, and how each of these amazing women have overcome them and what they do in their business right now that's working. Some of the things they've tried that weren't so successful, but the things that they're doing right now that are working and that you can apply to your business as well. So I want to make you, well, let's talk about just quickly, how did those things play out in my business in the real world? Well, number 1, I didn't think that there were enough customers to go around. Well, I discovered that in my Italian food manufacturing business, I only needed 43 customers, and those 43 customers represented millions of dollars of revenue and profits for my business. So of the 8 billion people or so on the planet, I only needed to find 43 that wanted my particular good and service, the things that I was offering. Then not knowing that if I could do it or not, because a lot of times we start out as solopreneurs when we start our own business, or we started out on our own. And when I left corporate America, I left incredible resources and incredible teams behind me that I didn't have access to when I was running the Italian food business. So I had to create my own team. And that took time and energy, and it took building up my confidence, because right out of the gate, even though I was really good at corporate America and my job there, I didn't know with 100% certainty that I could run an Italian food manufacturing business. So I had to surround myself with people and ask for help, which is another challenging thing for a lot of us women, to figure out what I didn't know that I needed to know in order to successfully run that business. And building a mastermind team ended up being a lot easier than I thought. I reached out to other people and other women, and I asked questions and asked for help and asked for advice. I even went to government agencies. The food industry is a really regulated industry, and so I asked our regulators for help and advice in how to set things up so that we would never have a problem. And then finally, competition. One of the biggest things I've learned, and you'll learn from the women on this summit, is that competition is kind of a big myth. And I think it's perpetrated by men in the industries, helping us to think that we can't compete and we can't create whatever we want, but we absolutely positively can. And the women on the summit will show you how to do that. So I invite you to dig in, listen to the summit, get whatever it is that you need out of it. And as a special offer, we are offering an all-access pass. Most summits have all-access passes, and you can take advantage of that below if that's the right thing for you. If not, there is a blue link. Just click on the blue link, and that will take you to the thank you page. Then click the pink button, and that will take you to today's summit. Whatever today you happen to be catching this message on, that will take you immediately to the free summit. Otherwise, you can take advantage of the All Access Pass, which is lifetime access to all of these amazing women and their video presentations, the audio of their presentation. Some of them actually completed detailed write-ups for the summit, and you can get more in-depth information about how they deal with customers, the systems they use, and how to get in touch with them. Also, access to all of the Q&As. We're doing a Q&A each day. At the end of each day, we're doing a Q&A during the summit. And then next week, we're going to do an overall Q&A session where you can listen in and have access to that, where you can get all of your specific questions answered. There's other goodies and other trainings in that area that only you will have access to if you get the All Access Pass. For information about that, see below. Otherwise, we'll see you on the inside with these amazing women speakers. Let's see what you can learn and how you can supersize your business. Bye. Take care. See you on the inside.